Today I will be ranking Cartoon Network eras. I'm giving my opinion which Cartoon Network rebrands and eras are great and bad. Throughout the years they've had ups and downs. So let's begin ranking my Cartoon Network eras from best to worst. Starting with Checkerboard. It was a great start for the first rebrand. It started as a rerun channel with a huge catalog of Hanna-Barbera shows. Through the final years of Checkerboard, they started to air originals. As for the rebrand, it was creative with tons of bumpers with different variants of the announcers talking. I will put it on A. Next up, Powerhouse. It was one of my favorites. The next bumper collection was so incredible that hours and hours of bumpers are on YouTube. They added the time slots for when exactly the next show starts and what was coming after that. The network really started to focus on originals now in this era. I will put it on S. City era. Absolutely great. Outside of the logo change. This was the era where all the characters came together in the same city and we saw their everyday lives in this city. It became more repetitive later on, but they still added new bumpers whenever new shows premiered. Sadly, this one didn't last for long. I give it an S rating. City still had some assets in the Yes era, but the Yes era was the main focus. Some of the Yes era bumpers were actually funny, but this one was the first rebrand I didn't like much. They tried, but the red background and the character saying yes became annoying. It was also the start of a live-action era which a Cartoon Network should never air. But I'll give their first movie and show a pass since they had animated elements in them. I'll give this era a C. Then comes a mini rebrand called Summer 2007. It was just a summer look. The problem is that they should have actually skipped this one if it was too short. I didn't like this one. I give it a D. Then comes Fall 2007 with live-action people taking over the bumpers. I give it a D. The idea wasn't bad, but you can't just allow real-life people take commercial spots while cartoons barely got anything in this rebrand outside of the next bumpers. I like their music, so for that reason it's not getting an F but a D. Then comes a major rebrand called Nudes in 2008. I loved this one. The Nudes characters changing colors and character faces swap whenever they touched each other or anything from the floor to the skateboard. And they had a Nickelodeon splat take to it where different colors hit the Cartoon Network logo. This was also the Dark Age era as people call it, but looking back it wasn't bad. The rebrand was great. The marketing, especially in 2008 when action shows really started to come, they even hyped one new show as the biggest thing on television ever. It worked. Their promo hyping was so great at that time that I'm getting chills to my body to this day. The promo creativity was on the top. I give this an S. Then comes one of the most successful times in Cartoon Network history. Check It started and took the original Checkerboard vibes to it with a new logo. It looked more like the original one than the 2004 logo. With some of biggest shows to premiere ever in animation period like Adventure Time and regular show. Check It added iconic jingles that we still hear to this day. I give this one an S rating. Then here comes another downgrade. Mainly considered a Check It era, but now with white background and show GIF bumpers. It's a decent look when we talk about a minimalistic look. Live-action bumpers started to come back as well as fans were added in these bumpers. This one gets a B. Check It 4.0. This is an even bigger downgrade compared to the last one. With different color variants on the same screen, it hurts my eyes. Music was great though. Emojis were also added. This gets a C for me. Then comes Dimensional. As I'm making this video, this rebrand is still on Cartoon Network in Europe and Africa. After a while, this was finally a rebrand I liked. Great music and bumpers. However, it wasn't used to its full potential. When you compared the US and European looks, Europe takes the win. They used it well in Europe, so this is why I'll give this an A. Then comes another mini rebrand called Stickers. Great music with cool stickers and next bumpers. The specific characters were added for the shows they are in. No basic clips in next bumpers. Those are fresh-made character bumpers. This gets a B from me. Then comes Redraw Your World, which lasted for a year. It was great, but they only had one music variant. I liked the smooth promo endboards and character bumpers. The downside was the same music. However, this rebrand was better than what I'm about to rank next. I think this rebrand was supposed to last longer, but with the management shift, of course they had to rebrand again. Redraw Your World gets a solid A regardless of one downside. Now going to Pastel. This rebrand is going to last longer than most Cartoon Network rebrands before it, with barely any team staff controlling the network. This one is going to stay for at least 5 years. It was good at first, but the more you see it, it's pretty flat. The green shouldn't even be their color. It looks ugly. Their logo for the next bumpers, the way it transitions with shapes is cool, and the calmer jingle and music are good, but other than that I'm not feeling the vibe. This gets a C from me. If you disagree with my rankings, please tell your opinions down in the comments. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos.